folks, it's Sarah with Obadiah's. Today I am here to do a product comparison for you guys between the Roby Gemini and the ABC Concept 2 Air Mini. So as you can see, the Mini is obviously quite a bit smaller than this Gemini model. I'm going to give you guys some overall features and comparison difference between the various models here. So let's go ahead and break it down. First of all, the Gemini does have a larger heating capability. They rate it up to 3,000 square feet, whereas this Mini is really probably rated to about 1,600 square feet maximum. So that's going to be the #1 difference. Outside of the physical size, the Mini is actually quite small. It sits at less than 2 foot by 2 foot. And so if you have a tight space, a smaller home, maybe even a tiny home, then the Concept 2 can be an excellent option. Both of these models are going to have outside air options available for them. The Gemini is going to be EPA approved. The Concept is a Cookstove, so it's technically EPA exempt, but it does have a high enough efficiency. It does meet the tax credit ratings. Something else to keep in mind, the Gemini is going to be a wood-only model, and the Concept here has the ability to burn coal as well, so you can burn both wood and coal in this model. Obviously, you are going to have a much smaller firebox size on the Mini, as well as a smaller baking oven. Here in the Gemini, you can fit about a 22-inch log. Over here in the Mini, about a 14-inch log is going to be your maximum. So that is something to keep in mind. They are both beautiful stoves, great options. Each of them are great options for different people looking for different type products. So let's talk a little bit about the inside of the baking ovens here. You have a nice big baking oven with 3 levels inside the Gemini. The Concept has a tool to open the doors. This is what it looks like. The handles had to be removed from the stove to pass the UL listing. We do sell optional fixed handles though, if you want to add those back in. So something to keep in mind. The oven is going to be smaller. It has 1 single rack inside the Concept, and over here inside the Gemini we have 3 different levels, and it comes standard with 2 oven racks. Inside the firebox, you can see definitely smaller on the firebox. Inside the Concept, we have bricks on the rear, the back, both sides here. And we have a cast iron grate located right down here in the bottom of the stove. Underneath is going to be our ash pan. And you can go ahead and use this little tool, just like this, to open it up. And your primary, you do have 2 different damper controls located on the Concept Air here. You do have your primary and your secondary damper controls. You want to make sure that those are both going to be in the open position when lighting the fire. A couple of other technical differences I would like to discuss is going to be chimney height. Certain stoves, like this Concept in particular, do require a little bit taller chimney height. So you really need 16 feet minimum to draft a Concept stove well, and really ideally it's like 20 feet. We do have a lot of people venting them with 16 feet, and it does work. You can also remove the battens inside the Concept to help create a little bit better draft. Now this Gemini is only listed to have a requirement of 12 feet minimum. 12 feet minimum is the national standard according to NFPA 211. However, some manufacturers will require more, so you'll have to check owner's manuals based on that. We recommend 16 foot minimum here. So if you do have a height requirement, some people are in like a single-story home, they have a flat roof, they don't want a super tall chimney, then maybe a model like the Gemini might make it a better fit for you. I'm gonna walk up and show you guys up close. Both models do have a square door The Gemini does not actually have a ash pan, which the concept does feature. So I'm going to show you over here. The Gemini has fully black side panels, and the Gemini does have a blower option, which mounts to the rear of the stove back here. And it only offers this because it's the EPA approved model. That bottom slot there is where your outside air connection could come in up through the floor. If you needed the outside air connection to come through the back, you can knock out this plate with the screws, and you can also attach it that way. This is going to be the back on your concept. You can see that small inlet in the bottom is your outside air connection. Here, it's not a direct connection to the firebox. It basically just dumps the air in underneath the stove, and then the firebox pulls that air from that fresh source area. Up top, the concept can be a top or a rear vent model, whereas the Gemini is only going to be a top vent model. On the Gemini here, and I'll show you, with the corners on the cooktop on the concept, they are going to be the stainless steel always, with the black in the center here. And over here on the Gemini, this is going to be the black door model. Basically, you just get these chrome corners, chrome handles there, chrome corners, and then chrome corners down here on this ash lip, and then the chrome handle. Over here again, your stove will come basic like this with no handles. We do sell fixed handles extra, and then this is basically the tool that the unit would come with to open the door. The concept is available in a variety of colors. This is going to be the gray color. We also offer a stainless steel, which would have this same stainless color just on the front corner of the stove, and then the rest of the side would be black. And then we have it available in all black, where this whole wrapped around panel would be black. The chrome cooktop on the edge will always be that chrome stainless steel for you. So I really hope that you guys found this product comparison helpful. If you guys do enjoy these videos, please don't forget to give me that quick little thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button in the corner of the channel. Also, I super appreciate it if you share my content with a friend, share me around the interweb. It helps me out greatly. I appreciate y'all so much for being here. Thanks. God bless. Have a wonderful day.